Feeding time for the fish.
You might want to explain we just got that.
Yes, guys, we just got fish. And we're still picking up some more fish. I'm enjoying the fish so much that I am saying, let's do fish. Get a few tanks. Not sure if that's going to happen or not. We're excited, so sometimes when you're excited, you want to give yourself a few days to think about it. So this started because earlier in the year we had talked about not having any more pets, and then we said, well, let's get some fish because we love the pets, but we're getting older, so we've been debating how things are going to go as far as inside pets. Those of you that have been with us for a while, you know I broke my wrist 2 times last year, and I'm not so sure I didn't sprain the other one. So because of that, we said, let's slow down a little bit on some of this stuff. But anyway, that being said, we got fish. And got some mollies, some swordfish, some guppies, some tetra, neon tetras. So we're having a good time. So Clay's had fish before. I've had fish before, but not at the level Clay's had them before. And my parents had fish, so I know some. Clay knows a lot about fish. So we used to have a fish tank in the middle of the house, and we moved our television there, and we're kind of just revamping everything in our whole house. So I'm thinking, which may or may not stand, so I may move some tanks in, it's like our old dining room, and we'll see if we do that or not. But either way, we still have this tank, which is a brand new tank, so we're pretty excited about it.
I still got a few of them downstairs.
Yeah, he's got some tanks downstairs. We've gotten rid of a few, but he had his tank. We got together for years and years and years, and it ended up, it was just an old, it was getting older, and all I had left in it was goldfish. And when the goldfish went back in the pond, we took it down. And if I'm correct, right, on the old tank?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, yeah.
And so now we're going to get back into the fish. So we'll see what happens. It'll be fun.
But these are live bears except for the neon tetras. They're all community tank fish.
Yeah, we just want some kind of like fun memorabilia, like meaning like
Well,
fish fish everybody loves.
They're good starter fish for you.
Yeah, fish everybody loves. Nothing complicated, just something that we can enjoy.
And she likes seeing the babies, so we got the live bears.
Yeah, I love the live bear.
The only ones that aren't a live bear are the neon tetras.
Yeah. And raising fish with eggs, from what we saw, Clay might know more, is pretty complicated. Well, I don't know if it's complicated, but it's more time consuming than we want to deal with. Let's put it that way. So. Then we got some live. What plants are these, dear?
They didn't have any tag on them.
Okay, so these are just...
They're just some of the generic plants that they had at the pet shop.
So we picked up those, and then we're looking for some...
Hornwort.
Yeah. So,
and Java moss,
yeah, to get for them. So,
so that the babies get some plants to hide in.
yeah, a couple of the fish look like they might be expecting babies. And so we just want to make sure that if they do, so we're going to be checking out some things. But he did a really nice job on the tank, and that's what's that rock doll?
What rock?
The air rock. Is that an air rock?
It's an air stone, is what they call it.
Air stone. And they were only like, what did you say, like $1 or $2?
I think I paid $1.70 something for that little one at Walmart.
Yeah.
But you need air pumps for that and hose.
Yeah, so you have to have everything set up for the tank. So this was the new tank that we got, and we just bought everything to set it up. He has more tanks downstairs. We talked about buying another complete setup, but we have so much stuff down in the basement that, and we had a lot of fish stuff because we were going through the fish stuff that we did have. Because we knew and talked about not getting rid of the fish stuff in case we did do this, and that's exactly what happened. So, keeping a simpler life at our home, because I know I said to Clay I don't want to be doing like tons of canning and all that anymore. We're trying to live a simpler life, and fish are peaceful, right?
In the most part.
I mean, there's still a lot of
About the
work.
most aggressive in that tank are the mollies.
But if you're someone that likes to take care of something, and you for some reason aren't going to do cats and dogs and caged animals,
But you keep
Fish
them fed
tank,
and they're
yeah.
not, the fish don't get aggressive too much anyways.
yeah. Well, we found before that most of the time, people have problems with their animals. They're not feeding them good. They're not taking, you know what I mean?
You don't want to overfeed them, but you want to make sure they've got enough that they can consume within 7 minutes.
Right, right. And you keep your eyes on your animals. You just, like, if you see something, you know, because you gotta, you have to make sure that the little fish eat, not just the big fish eat.
Well, if you're just putting big flakes in there, the big fish will eat them off the top, and the ones on the bottom feeders, like the neons and the catfish and that, all have to wait till something floats to the bottom, and if the big ones are eating all the stuff on the top, the ones on the bottom hardly ever get any food. So you gotta have a variety of foods you're dropping in there. And if you got brine shrimp and bloodworms and that, you want to feed them, whether they're live or frozen brine shrimp or bloodworms. You want to make sure you give them enough so that the bottom ones can get it.
And it's not a cheap hobby in any form. Like beekeeping is not a cheap hobby, but usually once you get in it and have most of the stuff, it's like
Once
sewing
you
or
have most
anything
of the
else.
stuff, you don't have to worry about putting a lot of money in.
Exactly. It's like any other hobby. Once you get the initial stuff, you're on maintenance, just picking up little things here and there. But fish are pretty cheap. I mean, you're talking, if you went all out, you'd probably spend a $20.
Fish aren't all cheap either.
Oh no, but I meant they're $2-3. We're not talking.
$1 a piece when
Yeah,
I was young. They're about $5 and more now.
yeah. We saw guppies for $5 and stuff like that.
You used to be able to get guppies for like 20 cents a piece.
Right. And I think
Of course,
too.
they weren't all the fantails and things they got now.
I think too, with all the
They're just plain
pandemic stuff too, I think that people have been buying pets more to keep them company.
Well, you also don't have the air flights that bring the fish in from Taiwan and that, so if they're not shipping them, their prices have to go up for what they have in stock because they're getting no deliveries. They said about one in 500 flights are able to get through with fish, and you've got fish stores all over the United States that are waiting for deliveries. So they're not getting a lot of deliveries unless they're getting them from local breeders. And a lot of people are becoming local breeders.
Yeah. Yeah, I know somebody right in our town that breeds tropical fish. Well, she does, I think, angelfish.
And they're not cheap.
Oh no.
Some of them are $20 a piece for a little one.
Well, sometimes too, when you get fish from people like that, they really take good care of their fish too. because that's all they were doing, and so it's like a specialty thing. So, you know, you're guaranteed having probably a more healthy fish. So, but for us, it's just a little hobby. It's like our beekeeping. We're not in things for profit. We're in it for fun. This little guppy boy, he was hilarious. He's still bugging those swordfish. He's just like,
Well, he was in a tank with other males, and there weren't any females, and now he's in a tank with a bunch of females. He's after everybody.
he's King Tut. So anyway, there's a scoop on the new fish. I'm really excited. I'll show you guys some more videos on the new fish. Hope you guys enjoy that. I know it's kind of been a crazy summer. We've been on and off. I mean, not off like off the internet, but we've been, you know, running around doing some things. We haven't put up quite as many videos as we have. Sometimes we do a lot of videos. Sometimes we do maybe once or twice or 4 times weekly. We're pretty much consistent on every day, but sometimes we have skipped, and then sometimes we've done a lot of videos. And it just depends on what you're looking for. We try to just put up our videos for the long term, knowing that in the long term what people are looking for, rather than a quick daily video just to get a video out. But
Today we've got to
Anyway.
get some bottom cleaners.
yes, we gotta get some. What are the? I think they look like they're so cute. I love them.
Corydoras.
Yes, I would love to have a tank of just all of them, but they are egg layers and they are complicated. Well, more complicated.
Well,
For a newbie like me.
I never had my Corys lay, but they're still good cleaners.
Let's put it this way. It's not complicated once you play with it and mess with it, but it's like one of those things that basically it's space and time, and right now I'm just into the live bearers. But I think those are so cute. They'll be like the guinea pigs of my of my fish tank. 'Cause I love guinea pigs, guys. I don't have a guinea pig, but I love them. I think they're
Well,
so
you don't have
cute.
to clean up after these guys quite so often as you do guinea pigs and rabbits,
Well, when you're
dogs and cats.
remodeling and moving things around, it's a little bit different, you know.
You just want to make sure you put your tank where it's going to be permanent, because you're not going to want to move it.
Right, right. So let me know if you have fish, what kind of fish you like, and any fish thoughts, and we'd love to hear your remarks, any funny fish stories, whether it's this kind of fish or fishing, regular fishing. I like those stories too. I love the fish, but we haven't done much fishing here. But anyway, like in the water fishing. Okay, guys, so remember, big or small, you too could be a backyard farm. God bless.